Yes, a very good evening, all of you. Okay, just let me know quickly if I'm audible. Quickly, so that we can right away jump and start. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. In case if you find any time I'm not audible because it's going live, any issues, you can type it here. Okay, in the chat box. Okay. Also, in case if you want to have some doubts, same thing. You can type it there because your videos are disabled. So anyway, whenever if it is required, if at all it is required, we will enable the video. Okay, guys. So shall we start? Are you all ready? Okay, so I need more responses and let's jump right away. Okay, now I'm sure most of you will be thinking when will be our exams going to be? Okay, so a very basic introduction. There are two exams, NEET MDS and INI-CET MDS. Previously, INI-CET MDS was nothing but AIMS, PGI. So what I mean to say here is you're going to have two exams. Okay, one is NEET exams happening once in a year, and probably we are expecting it by March 2025 because this year it happened in March. Last year also it happened in March. Now, but please note, you might get it earlier. We can't say 100% it is going to be happening in March because in the last 2 years, what we saw was initially it was planned in December every year, both of the time. Then it went to February, then it went to year March. Then you've got a second exam which is called, as I've told you, INI-CET-MDS. Okay, you've got two exams every year. Okay, so that is your, some of you are really interested in AIMS. Okay, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing because you get a huge stipend. You are in AIMS or PGI, one of the best, or I would say the best colleges in India, without any doubt. Okay, and you've got stipend 1 lakh plus. What more do you need? So yeah, one happens in May and the other exam happens in November. And some of you might be aware that the May AIMS date is come 19th May. So those who are interested, if any one of you are interested, as I've told you in the group already, that we are starting a batch separately for INI-CET. Okay, there will be mock exams, but then what is expected from you is at least you have done your dental pulse once. Okay, dental pulse once in its entirety. Otherwise, it will focus on your NEET MDS exam. As of now, we will go with your AIMS November. Okay, once again, those who have done previously dental pulse at least once and have written your NEET MDS, the previous NEET MDS, March 18th, I would suggest you to join the separate batch. Plus continue with the NEET MDS, no doubt. But then if you have not done your dental pulse once, I would rather suggest you to go for your actual comprehensive course batch only. Okay, now is what we are going to start our actual orientation session. And we're going to discuss these matters. One is the schedule and plan. Okay, I'll just put this here. Okay, so one is the schedule and plan. Okay, so I'm sure many of you are waiting for that, a detailed discussion of the schedule. You have been hearing phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and also we're going to discuss what happens in each phases. Okay, then what is the methodology? Okay, what is expected from you all and how you should follow the pattern of learning. And we're going to start pharmacology tomorrow, one of the wonderful subjects to start. Don't worry. Okay, it is going to be very simplified for you. Absolutely. And finally, we're going to have an interactive session. So most probably we will need 2 sessions. It will not get over. Now it's already 5:33. So we can't go for continuous. So we'll take 1 hour and we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll do it in a second session. Okay, fine. So in the schedule and plan section, okay, I'm going to get into details of this, but I'll give you a general idea here. Okay, different types of schedule. You might be, those who have joined previously, they know this, but then I'll give you more details on this. Okay, there are different types of schedules you're going to get. Okay, please let me just add here one more thing. Those who are interns, those who are working in clinics, those who can't spare steady time for every day. Okay, like you can't study every day. You can only study on Sundays or Saturdays or not on a particular day. We are going to start a separate batch. Okay, where you're going to get this. There is no schedule. You can learn at your pace. Okay, so that is one thing. But then you have to catch up. Okay, when there's a schedule, you know how everyone else are going, and even if you lag behind, you know this is how much I have to catch up. But then this doesn't happen on the other one. Okay, but then you'll get the general guidance, you'll get the live sessions, everything. But only thing is that there is no schedule. You can go, you can select whatever subject you want to be. I know some of you have want that kind of learning. Anyway. So what are the different types of schedule? I would call it as 5 types of schedule are there. One is a complete schedule, which will be primarily focusing on, okay, for the entire year. That is where comes your phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Okay. And then you have got a subject-wise schedule. Okay. The second is, as I've told you, the subject-wise schedule. That is what pharmacology, that is what we're going to start tomorrow. But the complete schedule is the one which for the entire year plan. Okay, it's like your entire year's plan. Then you've got a grand test schedule. Now, so when you come to the subject-wise schedule, few things to understand. What all does it include? It includes a daily plan for a particular subject. Okay, that is for 1 to 2 weeks. Small subject, 1 week. Okay, I'll come to that. Why 1 week? Bigger subject, simple thing. Divide your 12 months. You've got 12 months. Divided by 20 subjects. You're going to get 2 weeks. But then there comes revision, everything. But don't worry. See, one thing before you start your learning, you have to understand. This many people don't understand and they fail. You can't perfect 20 subjects in 12 months. Okay, when the problem is many students think that I'm going to perfect at the moment they are not able to do that, they give up. No, trust me, finally everyone, you know, majority of the students end up what, you know, dental pulse only. I know your senior batch, and I'm sure some of them are going to get through also, because that competitive, that difficult it is. You've got your 4 volumes of dental pulse. You've got lots of lectures to do. You've got lots of test papers to do, isn't it? So now finally people know there is First Gupta for pharmacology, there is Across for biochemistry, but then finally I get the question, you know, at the end of the year, sir, is it okay? I'll do my dental pulse alone. But you know, but by that time you would have watched all those lectures and everything, and you would have, your concept would be much better. But so don't worry. Okay, when you see lots of things, don't worry. That's what I want to tell you. So it's a daily plan for 1 to 2 weeks, which will include different things like lectures. Okay, uh, it will include your notes. Okay, it will include your, okay, I'm sorry, it will include a topic-wise test paper. So each topic will be covered separately. Okay, and so there will be topic-wise test paper. There will be subject-wise test paper. So this is the plan for a subject. Okay, once 2 to 3 subjects are over, you're going to get a grand test. We're going to start this now continuously. Okay, every month you're going to get a grand test. Okay, so you'll get a grand test schedule for each month. Okay, then as you go on, so initially it is every month. As you go on, it will become twice a month. Okay, but don't worry, it will towards your later phase. Okay, it will become twice a month. So you got a subject-wise schedule, you got a grand test schedule. Now you'll get them separately. Okay, then what you got is your revision schedule and revision exams, or I would say your general revision schedule, and and your revision exams schedule. That is towards the end. Here you're going to have initially exams twice every month. That is for your revision. Okay. So like the same thing, like a grand test twice every month. But grand test will start once every month. And then finally a mock exam where it is going to be a little more. That is twice every week. So this is the general plan. Hope you have understood. Anyone has got any doubts? Quickly you can type it there. Okay. Basically we start with a complete schedule. Then we focus on a particular subject, all these areas. Once multiple subjects are over, we'll get into the grand test. Okay. Then once we finish halfway through, we'll start our revision exam. But definitely, please know, grand test is a part of revision. But then revision exam as such is a much more elaborated when halfway through is done. Okay. Then finally, towards once your entire portions are done, once your mock exams will start. Okay, so that is how it is going to be. Anyone has got any doubts, please ask me. Okay, please ask. So that was about your types of schedule. Now, what I'm going to come is, there are different number of phases we'll be covering the schedule, and that's I'm going to come to details of that. And I'm going to teach you what is the purpose of each phase. Stay back. Okay, don't go. and how to make each phase stress-free and most effective. This is very, very, very important. As I've told you, if you start building up your stress initially, thinking that once I got a message in your batch, the student might be here, but yeah, that's very normal. See, she told me, like, I told her to start with microbiology. I don't want to name you, but you have to understand this. Okay, that start with microbiology. Then the student, the first subject, okay, uh, the first subject, and the student has doubt. Said, I'm learning, but I'm not able to remember. I'm forgetting. I'm understanding it, but I'm forgetting. You're just begin. You've just put your first step. Don't even bother of anything. Just persist. Just come along with us. You're going to get better and better. And the moment you start, taking that right areas continuously, you're going to be the best. Okay. No one is born genius. Please understand that. No one. And recently, one student, told me, yeah, I was, okay, this was out of syllabus, but yeah, a day before exam. No, a day after the NEET MDS exam, the student was really, really uh, unhappy. Okay, and very stressed that she got stressed up in the exam. She didn't manage time, and she natural stressor. The student was. I know the student personally. So personally, in a sense, through our academy only. So natural stressor student. And what happened was messed up with the exam. And she called me and said, Sir, I understood now NEET MDS is for toppers and brilliant student, extra brilliant student. I told her, no, NEET MDS is for average student, even AIMS MDS. I know people who have supply, you know what supply is, supplementary exams. So those students getting rank 1 in AIMS. Okay, there are situations. So, and I have my personal example. One of my very good friends was an extra brilliant student when he was a student who was doing BDS, still not able to crack NEET. So NEET is not for extra brilliant, because the problem with extra brilliant people are they are not ready to put effort. They want an easy way through. Extra brilliant people, how many hours do they learn? Hardly 1 hour, you have seen. So it is for an average student. Please understand that. Okay, then we'll go with the starting with pharmacology and finally interactive sessions. Okay, methodology. Okay, a few things about methodology. Forget that.